All righty. We're recording now. Oh, there's Penny's face. Hi, Penny.
This is you.
Excellent. Okay. Well, we're just really excited to have you guys do the Director Bound program with us. Thank you so much for joining us today. This will be our first call, and I just want to explain a little bit of what we're going to be doing. But first of all, I want you to make sure everyone knows Donna McDonald is up there. See her cute face? She agreed to join me today. I was feeling not so well over the weekend, so I cried to my mother. Mother. So she's going to share a little bit with us in a few minutes. But basically, I really wanted this to be more of a loosey-goosey type group. Not a lot of homework, because I know you guys hate all that homework, but really just an accountability group. You know, people to keep us accountable on our goals and all the things that we want to accomplish in our business together. So we're going to be doing 2 calls a month. And because we are a small group, I think we're going to, instead of breaking out, we're just going to do the 2 calls together. And we're going to try to keep it to 40 minutes or less, so it's not a huge commitment of your time either. I want you guys to take good advantage of our Facebook group. You know, if you're having a challenge throughout the month, to post there and ask for help or share something maybe that's going really well in your business. Okay. What else did I want to tell you? So Jenny and I were talking, and you may be wondering why we chose you. There you are. I like looking at your face, Stacy. Why we chose you, and a few of you are working on directorship. You've expressed, an interest in becoming a director. Stacy, I know you're right there. Just about to promote, and then some of you are newer, like you, Erica, but you're just so excited about your business. You bring such a great excitement to the rest of us, and we wanted to bring you in the group as well. And same with Peggy. Peggy's another one that's very excited about her business, and I don't know if directorship is something you're aiming for. You can share that with us in a little bit, but whether you are or not, this is a great group to be a part of, and we all want to be sharing the opportunity at our parties because we don't know who's sitting there who needs our business. So we're really excited to have you guys. You are our chosen ones. Are you so excited?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. The other neat thing about this group is we're all at different places in our businesses. So we'll be able to share our experiences, things that have worked well, things that haven't worked so well, because it's happened for all of us. Donna, you've been in the business 27 years. Is that correct?
27 years this month.
Wow. That is so awesome. And this is my 20th anniversary with the company. And, I'm going to let all of you guys share your experience with the company in a little bit, but it's a really good group. We'll be able to share all that stuff. And speaking of, the company, Penny and Stacy, you guys were at a conference. A little later in the call, I was going to have you guys share kind of how you felt when you came back from conference, your excitement with the business. But Donna, I'm going to have her share kind of where the company is right now, because they're at a great place, and she's got a lot of great statistics and things that she shared with us directors the other day. So Donna, you want to do that now?
I would love to. Thanks, Janine. Thanks for inviting me. It's really exciting to have all of you that are on the call and willing to put that extra time in, to your business, because we are really at a very good place business-wise. I don't need to tell you, we kind of had some bumps in the road in the last 10 years, and we're definitely under some old school thinking. We really needed to make some changes, and fortunately, our owner, Warren Buffett, saw that we need to make those changes, and he definitely put Tracy Brick Cool, who was our current CEO, he put her at the helm and came on board to reinvent the Pampered Chef. And you may have heard that term, and you're going to keep hearing that term about our reinvention. You know, we have a really strong brand recognition, which is our foundation that Doris Christopher, our founder, put into place, 36 years ago, I believe we're on right now. But what we needed to do was to bring that appeal to the next generation, of cooks. And Tracy has done an amazing job of revamping. She started with the home office, which maybe we didn't initially see the need for that. The need was there because we needed to bring that younger generation to the home office. That generation of big thinkers, those people who were, who definitely can move outside the box. We had to do that, and we had to make those changes at the home office that would bring those people that wanted to work there. Because you may not be familiar with the Chicago area. We are way in the outskirts of where young people want to live, okay? They want to live in the city, and we are so far removed from the city. So we had to make that work environment something that attracted those young people. And Janine and Stacy, I'm not sure if you went to home office, but it's Janine's example was it felt like you were walking into Google, and that's exactly what you have to have. That's the environment that they have created. We have VPs in place that are perfect. They have background as well as new ideas. Our new logo is fabulous. It gave us that fresh face to the market, and that's what we needed. That's what's important. Is our Happy Spoon has a story, and people relate to stories. Think about it. Think about the learning experience that you've had. You probably remembered them because they were tied to a story when someone told you that. So now our Happy Spoon has a story. We have a fresh space. And with that said, it has been an amazing amount of growth just since National Conference. Since July, we have added 1,800 new consultants to the company. That is a wild number. Just as a team, as the McDonald team, we're actually up 92% last year in new team members. So have been up every month since January. In June, we were up 110%. In July, 92%. So, and that 110% was well before conference. So, we are just bringing it home, ladies. The improvements besides, with home office, you see website improvements every day, making that website much more user-friendly. We're working on improving our e-commerce visibility, and you know what? The show is what it's all about, but we want to have those customers. We want to make it easy for them to shop after the show. Our new products do everything from engaging children to the person that loves to bake, to that person that they love to entertain, but they want it easy, and they want some beautiful pieces to make those easy appetizers and display them in a way that they're proud. So we've done a great job. As a company, we've done a great job. We're setting, the groundwork is there. Now it's up to us. We're the field leaders, and it's up to us to bring the company to that next generation. So we have to reconnect to our personal business. That's what it's all about. You're here because you want to be a leader with the company, but it all starts, that hasn't changed. It all starts with your personal business. And Tracy Britt Cool, she's a very wise woman. On our last national call, she said, the most valuable asset that we have in Pampered Chef is our field. So she recognizes us. She recognizes that this company will never work without leaders who are engaged and passionate about their business. So I couldn't agree with her more. I always brag on my team, and I say I have the best team in Pampered Chef. So now as a team, we kind of need to get to work. I've stepped up my personal business. I have 6 shows on the calendar for September. I was typically doing 3 shows a month, and I'm bringing it back to what I was doing when I was building a team. and that's to doing 6 to 8 shows a month. So I know we can all do that. You know, it was funny when I had our leader call on Friday, and I put it out to the team. I said, okay, my goal by the end of today is to put 2 new shows on my calendar and 1 team member. And I came home from that show with just the 2 bookings on my calendar. And then I opened up my computer, and a team member that I had been working with previously joined. And I'm like, yes, thank you. And I know each of you can do that if you just stretch it a little bit. And joining this group is exactly what you need, because the accountability is what it's all about. So thanks, Janine. I think that's all I have to share right now. But if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to answer those for you.
Excellent. Anybody have questions for Donna? All right. Well, thank you, Donna. And I'm just going to share, and then I'm going to ask Stacy and Penny to share how they felt after conference. But I'm going to be the first to tell you guys, when I went to conference, I really was not at a great place. Now, like I said, this has been my 20th year with the company, and I was working another job. I wasn't as engaged at all. And when I left conference, first of all, I'm so grateful that I did go tour the home office, because it made me feel like a new consultant again. And when I saw all the changes that they had done, I felt like I was working for a new company. So it almost gets me choked up to think about it, because all the changes that we had been wanting for so long were all starting to happen. And it's because we have Tracy and Warren Buffett, but mainly Tracy, who, like Donna says, appreciates us and is listening to us and knows that we're the ones out there working, and they're making our job so much easier. Just like the other day, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when I went in to do a payment on a credit card and it populated the name and the zip code, I was doing the happy dance, because for years I've been thinking, why can't that be? It's such a little thing. But the company, you know, from home office to the products they just came out with, you know, it's like, it's becoming a company I am so proud to want to invite people to again. Do you guys feel that way? I see Penny shaking her head.
Yes.
You know, it's just so exciting. So I'm very grateful for everything that they're doing, and couldn't be more excited. And just like Donna, I wasn't doing as many shows, but I am now. And, you know, that's why, I don't know if you guys can see, it all starts when you want to build your business. I feel it starts with your personal show schedule. So I want to show you, see if you can see. See these 2 calendars up here on my wall? Mm-hmm. Those are stickers, and I got them at Marshall's. And I got Donna one too. She has a funny story about hers. Hers kind of started coming off her plaster walls, but I think she may have worked through that. And the reason I wanted that there is I want to be able to sit here at my desk every day and see my show schedule, because that is going to make me want to add more shows up there. And that's what you need when you want to build your business, is a good personal show schedule. So that's one thing that I've done. And the other thing I'm going to work on, and I'm going to, I told you guys I wasn't going to give you homework, but I know how crafty you guys are. You like your arts and crafts. I'm going to be putting together a vision board. And I want to invite you guys over. If you want to do it together, that would be awfully fun. We've done that in years past. So let me know if you're interested in that. But whether we get together or not, does anyone already have a vision board? No. Okay. Pardon me?
I have an old one.
Do you have it handy? Donna, is yours handy?
Uh-huh.
All right, this is Stacy's. And see how she made it small? So it doesn't have to be like some huge thing that takes up your whole wall. Hold that up a little high. This was this is what she wanted out of life. Oh, I love that, Stace.
Yeah, some of it needs to be updated for sure.
All right, Donna, let's see yours. And wait, tell them what you told them on the director call.
Okay.
In other words, don't get afraid.
Yeah. Don't be afraid. Yeah. So this was my after coming back from national conference, I was watching all of the nationals, take wonderful advantage of our retirement program. And I thought, wow, I really lost track of that, even though I am, as Janine's saying, I'm not going anywhere. But, it would be nice to have that in place for what I, need to do for that retirement program. So I put it, here's my Bloomin' Awesome team members, and here's what we need. So
show them how close you
that
are.
was what.
Like she's only a couple on each category.
Yeah, 2 in my first generation and 2 in my second. So the 3 of you would fit nicely in there, and I could add more flowers. So don't, so no pressure there. So
No pressure.
All right, thanks, guys. So we'll talk about that on our Facebook page, and you can let me know if you want to get together.
Okay.
So who wants to go first, Stacy or Penny, and share just your experience and really how you felt when you came back from conference?
I'll go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, Stacey? Okay.
Yep.
It was actually wonderful. It made me feel, I don't know, excited. Not like it was just another meeting. It was just like, oh my gosh, I really liked what I saw. And I like the idea that they reinventing Pampered Chef, because that's exactly how I feel like it's reinventing. You're starting over again, or you're putting in fresh blood. This was really exciting.
That's great. And Penny, I was super happy for her. She had a consultant with her. It happens to be her sister, but she also came to conference, and that was very exciting.
Definitely.
Oh, pardon? Someone saying something?
No, I said yes. That was awesome.
Yeah, she decided that when she came back, she only wanted to do the Facebook shows, and so she decided that after conference that she would go ahead and start doing kitchen shows, because she figured that would be a better way to go. So her first one is this coming Saturday, and
Wow.
so we spent Friday teaching her how to do a kitchen show. That was funny. I told her she'd love it because she likes people. And so, but she had 2 people book shows back to back. And so I'm excited for her. And I think she's really going to do well.
Good. And I'm going to show you, Penny, in case you don't know where it is. When Stacy, after you share, I'm going to do some screen sharing, and we're going to go to the recruiting experience, because there's such an awesome hands-on demo video there that would be really good for everyone to see, and also to share with Natalie.
Well, I told her to go to the Facebook page, our Gagne organization page, and watch all the stuff on Michael Reeves. And just do what he does, and it really works.
Yeah, well, he's so good. Like, he intimidates me, though. And the one about home office, it's like it's a very simple hands-on demo that I feel anybody could watch that and feel like they could do it. So we'll pull that up. I'll show you where it is in a second.
Sure.
All right, Stace.
I always like conference because the isolation factor, which I think this is going to help us with, gets really strong in the summertime, and feeling like, whatever, the things that you're doing might not be working the same way. So I love getting to hear the big picture, and all the changes that they made definitely reinforced that our big picture is going in the right direction, and to hear it, I liked hearing it from so many of the home office team this time. It's kind of like, I don't know, it was interesting to hear it from the people who are actually helping us make those changes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So those sections I think I enjoyed the most, almost like getting that feel of the inside information, firsthand, because it is strange sometimes to feel the effects and not know why things are being done. And that's where I think the confusion lies. But hearing it from them and the reasoning, then it's like, okay, that makes sense. And maybe the anxiety level comes down a lot more so that you can just accept it and move forward with it. So I always feel like that's important. And then it makes it easier for me to then tell other people about it.
That's good. That's a really good perspective. And I agree with you. So did you guys feel like, did it help you fall back in love with your business?
Yeah.
Not that you weren't already, but there was just, I don't know, Donna and I both said that we both feel like we're working like new consultants again.
Yeah.
Very renewed spirit.
What'd you say, Penny?
It's a very renewed spirit.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. So you know what? I just want to say too, because Pamela Diaz is going to be listening. She's part of our group, but she'll be listening as well as Peggy. And I want to say to them and you, Erica, that it's not too early to start thinking about next year, because there's just something about going to that national conference. You know, it just really helps you to see who our company is, and you get the big picture. So that's something, you know, it's never too early to start planning and saving for that as well.
Yeah,
So,
I streamed it and decided that I would definitely want to be there next year.
Yay.
yay, that's great.
Because it was really awesome to watch it on the stream, but I thought, oh, the other reason was because they gave away all that fun stuff.
I know. And, you know, we were so excited that they did the live streaming, because that helps people who've never been get an idea of what it's like.
Yeah.
There's nothing like being there. So that's good. Yay, that makes me happy, Erica. So, Erica, I know you're running around with the people at your house, but I kind of want to go with you guys, and I just want to ask you a couple questions. And so if you guys have a pencil there, maybe you can jot these down. But I just want each of you to share how many years you've been with the company. And then I want you to share where you see yourself in the last quarter of this year. You know, we're heading into our big season of the year. The fall season is our big selling season, and it's really a great time to be trying to grow your business. So by the end of this year, I just kind of want you to share where you see yourself. And then also, is there a personal goal that you're trying to achieve? So, you know, besides just trying to reach directorship, are you trying to pay for a debt-free Christmas or a vacation? Something that your Pampered Chef income is going to help you achieve. And then I just want you to share how that's going to make you feel when that does happen.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that one.
And then, you know, if directorship is your goal, when do you see yourself achieving that? So it's a lot to think about, and you might not have it all figured out right now, but you definitely can start sharing the first couple of things. I'm going to let Donna actually kind of share hers, what you guys are thinking, and then I'll share mine. So Donna, in case you didn't write that, how many years? We've already discussed you were 27 years in the company.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And she already shared, she's back doing a lot of shows. Anything big you're trying to achieve by the end of the year?
Well, we're trying to survive building a house. Does that count as something we're trying to do?
Yes.
So, yeah, so that's probably one of our big things. Also, too, when you're trying to balance, and that's one of the big things, is trying to balance a personal life and also a Pampered Chef business to, you know, put things in perspective. But what I have found was when I set a goal for my Pampered Chef business, it keeps me more structured in life in general. So I can get more things done than I ever thought possible. So I'm kind of excited to be taking on a new business goal and our personal goal of having the house done by the end of our lease, which ends in May. So so that is one thing. And also I want new furniture, so I have to do more shows to get new furniture. That's not in the building goal. So so that's why I love it that Janine said base it around something that you want to have for your family. Because as women, we will work much harder for our families than we ever will if it's like a vacation with the girls. So I would really love the fact that she's done that. And like, for example, my retirement goal, I mean, I would love to have that all in place by, let's see, this month, this is September, by September of next year, to have that all in place. Because it's just, you know, it's not only what I do, and that's what you see as directors, as future leaders. It's not all about what you do. It's about what other people do. So we always have to plan for more than, you know, what we have right in front of us. So I hope that helps. And I hope you will all hold me accountable to staying sane during this whole process. So
it's one of the hardest things to do, I've heard. I've never done it, but you'll be fine, I'm sure. Donna and I've been with the company 20 years. I don't know if I said that. And the last quarter of this year, I'm just excited to get my business going and to try to help others do the same, basically. And so when I came back from conference, Donna had to share our goals with her, and I wanted to come up with a host coaching packet. Like, Donna and I have been working on everything for host coaching. We're almost done, so we can share it with consultants. I like having programs. I like having things to follow. So working on that, working on learning Evernote, which Donna's doing as well. And we decided that while we're on the treadmill or on the bike is a good time to take those tutorials, as she shakes her head.
I'm doing it though.
And what else? I don't know. And Donna's right. I look in my kitchen, I have black appliances and I want them to be stainless. So I'm thinking, I just need to do more shows and pay for that myself. So it is always good to put something tangible on to your goals. At least for me it is. So, and I just want to help our team grow. I'm loving watching our team grow, and that's basically what I'm working on. Would I like to get a trip? Yes. And do I need to break that down? Yes. And so that's it for me. How about you guys? Who wants to start? Don't be shy.
I'll go ahead. Been with Pampered Chef 13 years. Last quarter, definitely after conference, I got the sense that, recruiting, I've always been kind of a reluctant recruiter over the years, and I wanted to definitely make that much more intentional. And I feel like I have already started talking about it much more, and doing better follow-up, because when people would give me a lukewarm response, then sometimes I would return it with a lukewarm response instead of just getting back in touch with them and asking them questions and just trying to figure it out with them. So I've been doing better with that, but that's something that I think I have to keep forcing myself to do until it becomes natural, because it definitely doesn't feel anywhere close to natural for me yet. So that's my personal business goal. Of course, I know that the show schedule has to be there, and I had a rockin' beginning of the year, and then I've kind of hit a little bit of a stumbling block. So now I need to force myself to get that back, the show schedule. So personal goal, my vehicle just hit over 90,000 miles. So I'm starting to feel that pressure that in the near future, I'll need a new car, and that I hate car payments more than anything in life. So, I would like to have at least a beginning fund so that I'm not, dealing with car payments for another 5 years. And Chris and I are never on the sync where only one of us needs a car. It's usually both of us needs a car. So I definitely want to have that fund going. So that's my personal goal financially.
All righty. And directorship?
Definitely. I had set the goal of September 1st, and I honestly didn't have the show schedule to really support that. I've been trying to support my new team members, which I feel like I've been doing well so far. So I know it has to be the show schedule. So if I have to pick a second date, October 1st, knowing that I have to do my part is September as far as my show schedule.
Very good. And Stacy, didn't you come back from conference and start sharing the business differently at your show? Did you start doing?
I've been doing the envelope segment during my ticket activity. I still like Stealing Hearts. And the envelopes has helped me be able to talk about the money side of it just straightforward without feeling like I have to tell them specifically what I do, because that's where I think my stumbling block is, because I don't make huge amounts of money and I feel like I try to be too honest instead of just saying it's about what you want. So I've been really trying to, if they ask me a personal question, answering it very generally and then turning it back to whatever.
Good.
So
that's what we want to do in that game. We always have to keep remembering it's really not about us.
I know, but my brain wants to be as the honest, you know what I mean? Like they ask me how many hours and I'm straightforward. I don't put full-time hours into this, but then I try to switch it back to, but if you did, you could make that big number. So yeah, those really help me, I think, answer those questions in a way that they could see themselves in it versus what I'm doing.
Great. All right. Thanks, Grace. Penny?
I was looking for my calculator.
Okay.
How long ago was the company? This time 4 years. I'm a returning consultant. And then, that was 4 years in June.
Wow.
It was Ronnie's birthday when I got the kit. So, and then where do you see yourself? I went directorship and I went this year. So I changed it to October 31st because it was September 30th. And I have shows. So I was looking at my calendar to see what shows I do have because I keep booking them. And then and that's 5 for September. But I need 8. So I can put 10 on, or have a total of 10, so I can have at least 8. And then there's my personal goal is to pay off Lisney School by February. And then the last quarter of this year, I need a new dryer. I noticed that this morning that there was something weird on my dryer coming out of it. So I figured it's time for a dryer. We figured out that they were 20 years old, so we really should update it. And then I want to buy the spring products when they come out. I want to hit the 100,000 mark.
Oh, okay.
I got a little under 30,000. Got to do that. So I figure between now and for this selling season, I can get at least 25 to 28,000 I need to get to 30,000. I mean 100,000.
All right.
Yep, and then recruiting to be more intentional.
Okay.
I see that, Stacy. And then be more intentional, which I have since I've been back. I did do the envelopes as well as Stacy, and that has made it talking about the money easier. And people really respond to the money. They like that. And then that was it.
All right, great. Erica, do you know what they're talking about with the Stealing Hearts along with the envelopes?
Yes, we did that at our group get together, didn't we? The Stealing Hearts, and then the envelope is the one with the money in it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. See me at the meeting and make sure I give you, because I have that stuff I can give you so you can do that.
Okay.
We probably need to do it again. We just that's one of those things you kind of need to keep seeing people do it or practice, but it's a great thing to do.
Yeah.
Ladies.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Penny. And Erica, do you want to share?
Sure. I've been with the company 5 months. So last quarter of this year, where I see myself, I would say my approach so far has been, I have kind of incremental goals in terms of like how many parties I want to book. My biggest goal initially when I started by the last quarter was to be outside of the friend circle in terms of the parties that I'm booking. So I felt like initially a lot of the parties I'm doing are friends of mine who are helping me out, and then I have been focused on booking parties at parties, more with people I don't know, to kind of get outside of the circle of people that are friends of mine. So that was my intention. Let's see, goals. I have financially, I would say my goals for my extra income are towards decorating my house. I moved into we moved a year ago, and we've been decorating our house kind of room by room. It's a very different layout than our other house, and so I am motivated by my room-to-room decorating plans and having the budget I want to do the things I want to do to my house. And if I was totally honest, I couldn't actually give you a date that I would have a director goal at this point. I feel like initially my focus was a lot on booking parties and getting up to speed on my product knowledge, and then from there it kind of expanded to booking parties outside of my friend circle, and then incorporating kind of the recruiting part of the party, and then that I think is something that I will start to focus on more efficiently when my product, I feel like my product knowledge is getting pretty solid, and I can answer questions, and I don't have things come up at parties too often where I don't know what they're talking about, or what, or I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about. So I don't have a concrete director goal date just yet, but I think by the end of the year I would probably have a better idea of what that looks like. If that's fair to say.
Sure. That's perfect. Donna, do you have anything to say to that?
Well, first of all, I loved hearing the word intentional that came out of all of your mouths. And also, I just heard a very positive spin. You know, Stacy, you gave yourself kudos on that you're supporting your new consultants in a way, you know, that you hadn't been in the past. And we know to be a good leader and have people to connect to the company, that's what's important. You know, Penny, you are all over tracking those goals. You're like, okay, I want this number by this time, and that's great. And Erica, you're connecting to the personal side of it, and that is what's important. You know, this is a whole new business for you, and you have a fresh start that's right before you. So congratulations, you know, on that. And you know, you overcame an obstacle today and just getting on this call. You didn't even have a phone. So say thank you, you know, to all that. You know, it's kind of amazing, you know, if you think about it, with the members that are not on the call, that are still part of your group, you know, Jenny and the others, you have over 50 years of experience. And you know what? You're going to learn from each other's mistakes, you know, as well as the things that have gone right. And, you know, Jenny kind of asked us, as she was talking with Jenny and I about the businesses, what are some of the things that you did right, Donna, and what are some of the things that you did wrong? So first of all, I can see that the things that I did wrong that I learned from, because remember, our mistakes are just an opportunity to learn, and that's what's important. You don't beat yourself up over a mistake. Typically you beat yourself up and no one else thinks twice about it. So one of the mistakes that I made, and I've shared this with some of you before, is that I didn't share the opportunity when I first started the business. So that was really something that was detrimental to me, because when I did finally decide to embrace sharing the business opportunity, it was a part of the business I had to learn all over again. I had to figure out, how did I incorporate that into my show? How did it come from my heart? And that's what's most important. The opportunity has to really come from your heart. So, Erica, for you being a brand new consultant, start right from the beginning. Even though you may not feel like you know every aspect of the business, it doesn't matter. You have a support system. Like I said, you have 50 years of business here. And there was a number of reasons why I didn't share the business opportunity. One, because I felt like I had too much going on in my life. I had a full-time job. I had 2 kids under the age of 2, and Kevin traveled 75% of the time. So I had every excuse in the book to not be successful. But I didn't let those challenges get in my way. I let the recruiting, it was something that I didn't do right, but it was fortunate that I had the additional opportunity to go forward with it. The other reason I didn't recruit was because I didn't really believe in myself, and that was a big part of it. I had super low self-esteem. I thought, oh gosh, if I just make it through this, it'll be a miracle. I always joke about my first show. It was really bad. But I kept going. And that's what I encourage all of you to do, because from that, this business, the personal growth has been amazing. I finally can get up in front of a group and talk. I mean, I can get up in front of thousands now, where before I couldn't get up in front of a group of 10 without stumbling over my words. And it's because of Pampered Chef. It's because I just took little steps, and I learned. I became a student of the craft. And that's one of the things that I encourage you to do, is read books, learn from each other. If you're not a book person, learn from each other. There's so many resources out there now that you can learn from. So that's kind of what I did wrong. 2 things that I did right was I never gave up. Even when I moved and I fell down and I started over again, I didn't give up. I did one of the things that you're all doing right now, and that's joining an accountability group. You are with a group of like-minded women that all have the same goal, and that's to get leadership. So when you feel like you're ready to give up on yourself, reach out to the women that are on this team, because they're going to lift you up in a way that you're not going to be able to do on your own. So, and those people that were in that group, that our goal was to get to executive. One of them I met at my new consultant training. We're still best buddies to this day, 27 years later. And we all, there was a group of 10 of us, and 8 of us all made it to executive in a time frame together. So you can do this. You really can, as long as you realize that not everything's going to go according to plan, but just believe in yourself and believe in the company. The rest is there for you. We have the resources. It's up to you, though, to make it happen. So thanks, Jenny. That's probably a lot more than you needed, but I gave it.
I loved it. It was great. It's so, I love hearing from Donna anytime I can get her, because I don't know, she's just so good at this. I just kind of try to do what she tells me to do. And it usually works.
We all inspire each other, that's for sure.
This is true. Well, and I'll share mine. I can share mine next time. I'm excited to be part of this group with you guys, because I learned from you just as much as you might learn from me or from Donna. Like she said, we all learn from each other. So I'm excited that we have our group to share with. And our next call it's going to be September 12th. It would have normally been the 1st, but that was Labor Day. So in September, it's going to be the 12th and the 26th, and then I'll post the rest of them on our Facebook page. But if you can get on these calls live, it just makes it all the better, because we can share with each other. And also you can let me know if you want to do a vision board with me. And I just want to thank you all again for spending this time today to get our group going.
Question.
And can I just say, Stacy, I just love that you posted that sign on the top of your computer.
Right there, can't avoid it.
That's awesome. We'll all be there celebrating with you, honey.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
be-
All right, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Oh, I have
Thank
a
you.
question.
Oh,
Yes?
Right. Okay. Hey, when I'm going to place an order and for my Connecticut stuff, what do I need to order for host pack or recruiting packet?
Oh,
What do you do for recruits? Like, because I got shows coming up, I want to make sure. Like, Janine, I had 3 that were really good leads, but none of them signed. I want to learn how to sign them.
okay.
I can sign them. It's signing them.
The thing is, I personally feel, and when I was a newer consultant, I did make up little packets. I just don't think, I think simple and less is more, because what's going to help you sign them up is meeting up with them either on the phone or in person. So
All
the
right.
example I give is what Donna's holding up, and a mini catalog or a catalog if you want, because the product is what excites them the most. Most new people just want products. They don't really even think that much, I don't think, about making money. And then the life is great, and then trying to schedule a time to talk. What do you say, Donna?
Yep, absolutely. It is number US 59. This is all you need. Less is more. It's even if you just have a catalog, you know what? Let them talk. You speak to whatever their need is. And after that, just
Okay. So give
Correct.
them to them, like, if they're at the party, do I give them one of those at the party, or do I give them just a catalog to take home?
it's whatever you have on hand. But this would be great. If they're interested in the opportunity, then you would give them this and, a mini catalog or catalog. It's up to you. You don't have to give them a lot of information because you don't want them to think they have all the answers.
No problem.
Exactly. They actually changed that one. It's the same flyer, but it says life
Okay.
tastes great, hashtag grab a spoon.
Right. Sorry.
Is it
Thank you.
still UT 56, Donna? Is that what yours says?
No, you're right. I was 59.
Okay, so it's UT 56. And I put this in my host packet as well, and I was showing Donna, I turned mine around, so this is what's showing in the folder.
Yeah.
The part. But that in a mini, or that in a catalog, and just getting together with them.
So
No
Penny,
problem.
we'll be ordering these together.
Well, I have them on my order form in my cart. I was just wanting to make sure I got what I ordered. I mean, that I get the right stuff.
You got it, girl.
All right, guys. Donna, thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Thank
Thank you
you.
guys. Have a great time.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us, Erica. Of course, you cute faces that I'm looking at. And hopefully Pamela and